Welcome everybody to NCICA Salt Lake City 2025 at the Salt Palace. Let me tell you, it was amazing. Thousands of pots from potters all over the country. Incredible artwork. And of course, right here we're starting off with a bunch of mugs that everyone dropped off. Makers from all over the country again. Look at that incredible thing. They dropped their card in there, and you can go in there and you can buy it. So you'll never have more selection than you will right here. I believe it was for a fundraiser for their scholarship or something like that. But if you ever had any doubt on that there's more than one way to make a mug, then you just had to look at these like 8 tables covered in insane variety and very high quality mugs. Just incredible. Okay, time to get going to our first lecture. 2 Native American artists put into a university with a 3D printer.
But as Jared had mentioned, I did spend quite a bit of time in the civil engineering field. I did work with 3D visualization. One thing I forgot to mention is I do have my degree in architecture as well. You were sitting there, I was like, I forgot to mention that.
As you can see, he made some really unique pieces, but the struggle for him and Monica Silva Lovato was that it's against their culture to do anything other than hand building with your hands. And so they had to struggle with how they were going to make 3D things and do it in the traditional way. Mostly they just focused on the artwork to be traditional. Okay, that was the Native American Indians being challenged with 3D printing and the conflicts in their culture. Now we're heading to the Grand Ballroom to check out 2 different expositions. People doing live work. Well, this room is absolutely huge, as you can see. It's so big that they actually have 2 artists up on stage at the same time doing their demonstrations and talking about their art. In time, I realized they're bouncing back and forth, giving each other each 10-15 minutes to talk and ask questions, make progress on their art, and then come back and then talk more about it. So there's some pictures of her work. There's these characters. You'll see some on display later in the main room when we get there. And this is also an Indian potter. She's doing porcelain figures, large ones, and he's doing Native American Indian pottery to a very high level. We'll show you some pictures here in a second. But he's burnishing the clay, which is rubbing it with a stone. He had one specifically made for what he's doing, which means to line up all the particles and make it shiny without using glaze. This is how they gave it a shine before glazes were invented. And he's demonstrating how he's doing it there, and he works his way and kind of circles around till he gets the whole pot done. And then on the side there, he had all of these pots available to buy and on display, showing his artwork. Some are very large with a lot of artwork and detail in them. As you can see, it's pretty impressive work. Some of the details are so small, I had to ask somebody later on how they do that, and I figured it out. Very, very small tool. And you can see some of these designs are very unique. Some are just sculptural. He's cutting apart the vases and pots and with the holes in them and just making display items, almost sculptures, while others are traditional shapes and vases that you would imagine. I just love some of these cutouts. That's a huge platter underneath with all kinds of cool designs in it. Look at that, very dark and different than all the rest that he had there. But really cool stuff. I like the design on that one.
Well, like I said, I was not a fan day, to be a potter. There is people in Mata Ortiz who specializes in making clay for other potters. So the community has gotten to a point where there's lots of suppliers, for pigments, for clay, people who sells the slips ready for painting. People who does, like my neighbor, he sands, smoothes out my pieces, some of the simple shape.
Alright, we're heading down to the other end of the convention center. Learn how to make a train kiln, which is a kiln you can build in your backyard. See how detailed it is and what that would take to build. There's also another lecture down there about cooking with pottery, so let's go check that out. Ironically, they have this huge wall on the walk to the other end of the convention center of ceramic tiles and all these cool pictures and shapes and designs. Pretty interesting. Learn about cooking with ceramics. She got very technical with the formulation of the clay and how to make it, but really you can go to your supplier, and many of them have clays you can buy that you can make pots with that you can put over an open fire, typically low fire clay. Well, the train kiln was a podcast, so no videos, no pictures, but apparently it's a wood-fired kiln. You're going to need a lot of brick, and you can make one in your backyard, but it's going to take some work. It's a major project, but it's a wood-fired kiln. So not much to see there, but you can check it out on YouTube. There's a lot of videos there. The next one is the kiln doctors. I'm going to tell you how to solve problems you're having with your firing and things like that. So I have a couple questions there. Problem is there are so many people in this conference that it's hard to get any questions asked. Well, there's probably many people in the audience who have answers. So I might strike up some conversations with people, figure out some cracking issues that I'm having with some porcelain larger pots. So, hey, another lecture about to start. And then we're going to go out back to the main ballroom and check out another big display going on there.
And South Asia and Persian.
All right, couldn't get our questions answered. Too many people.
The blue
So
and
now
white
we are at this
color
lecture
that
about
represents
unearthing
the sky
pottery
at
near
different
Pakistan.
time, and at two particular
Beautiful
time, dawn and
ancient
dusk,
works.
representing two prayer times.
She's doing a lecture.
And
she showed many photos of homes and mosques and buildings covered in beautiful tile and tile designs. Cool stuff. Yet another lecture on how to make your own clay. So I got bored and started looking at the displays, and there were many rooms full of ceramics on display from all around the country. another hall full of displays. Look at that. You want to make a cool boot, a ski boot. Oh, cool underwater scene there, and another one. The painted texture. That's cool.
Okay.
Nice blues. There's some stained glass put into a big candle.
That's what I teach.
That's fun.
But I've got like 3D2 kids or whatever.
Really realistic.
Look at these.
Posture.
Sculpture.
Yeah. And that's why we
Skull. Get some ideas here. Red students. Mix red and white. I like doing that kind of stuff. Ooh, child, that's hard to make.
People don't know. People just don't know.
What is this?
it's a great opportunity.
Mayan working.
It's like the entire nation, but then we have this one.
Wow, so many great ideas here. Big wolf. That's huge in my hand here. Cute little teapots. That's a special kind of glaze you can get. Love that iridescent orange. Look at this dragon mug. Come on, guys. Step it up. Cool donut. Ooh, realistic blue first place. Just a simple pen, but it looks so real.
It's cool, right? See, where's your force?
Million kind of teapots. Wow. It's a handle. You grab it. Looks like metal.
Something that sits down in to put your tea in, a little strainer, and then he has a dish that you put the strainer in and it's done. It's amazing.
Here's some cool non-objective sculptures. Ideas. Hey Jared, this is for you. Yeah. That's awesome. Over here. Yes. Yeah. I think it's some kind of sculpture, not pottery. This stuff huge. This big pot. Cool textures. Pottery stones. Big vases. Hand pots. Whoa, this is like rough, like melted lava. It's like an old crucible. It was used many times. A big block. We gotta have a big kiln to put that in there. Look at this interesting thing. All kinds of clays and oxidizing effects from firing. That's crazy. Big mess. All right, back up to the main hall. Let's see if we can find some lunch. Getting hungry. Doing all this walking. This place is ginormous. I'm getting a little dizzy on ceramics. Well, the grand hall with all the booths of all the vendors and all kinds of products and everything you can imagine about ceramics. We're going to look at here and walk around and see what they got. Hopefully find a place to buy something to eat around the edges. Okay, let's check this out. This is a booth at the entryway where you can make some crafts and some things that will go into a underwater type of reef, a fake reef for divers and snorkelers to go down and look at. And so, of course, people do sea animals and sea creatures, and probably some type of corals and things like that. That's an awesome little octopus. There's a whole floor out there covered with what people had done all that day, I suppose. And they collect it all, fire it for you, and put it in a reef. It's a collective reef, a community reef. Okay, that was at the entryway.
That pot big enough for you? All right, let's look at this guy doing it on the wheel over here.
Section it's just there's more inconsistencies, at least because I don't do it that much. So I have to spend a little extra time kind of getting this into shape. This was
on the wheel.
And so now
Every kind of wood tool, rib tool, to make all kinds of cool effects. The display here, thousands of rib tools. And of course, you want some coyote glazes. They have on display every single one of their glazes and what it looks like on a cup. So you can check it out and find the one you like and buy that specific glaze. Write it down and order it. And of course, there are tools everywhere that you can buy to help you carve and design and make your pottery. Demonstration here.
It's so exciting.
Peel it off.
I like that antique.
Kind of like that. Look at that. Underglaze.
10 minutes. Yeah, paper transfers.
Paper transfers. There's a bunch over there. Those cool mugs.
He's just showing us leather hard.
That's awesome. Okay, give it off.
Yeah,
Let's
right?
see. Oh, you're facing us.
Let me feel it.
I'm sorry.
I call it cheese hard.
I'm working on it.
Because it's much more like a block of cheese.
Spending years collecting these wood rollers, and now with the advent of the CNC machine, you can get any kind of pattern you want. So many cool things. Yeah, $20 a piece. 11 ones a piece. Woo! Look at all those. I thought these 3 glazes were so cool. I took a picture for reference on their display board right there, and there's the code if I want to order it. Another thousands of examples of glazes you could choose from. This underglaze yellow, orange to blue mug caught my eye. And of course there's diamond core tools everywhere for doing sgraffito, which is my style. And so I was always checking out all the different tools that might help me do a better job. Missed out the master throwing demo, where the person was making these huge pots, giant bowl. And these little ones here. Look at the detail on that. That's cool. Bell inside a bell. If I keep getting more ceramic students, I'm going to have to convince my boss to get this industrial kiln. Probably like $20,000 or more. We just made all these pots here, and now the guy's explaining it over there.
East Coast crockery tradition. That's very lovely. Yeah, good work. Good work.
The potter is that guy right there.
What a lovely open tall bowl.
And if you want to go to college at School of Arts, they are all represented here. All this whole section has people to talk about their programs. It's pretty cool. if all that wasn't enough, more displayed ceramics to go walk through in the big convention center, all the way down there, a bunch more, all the way down there. So let's walk around, check out these, and head out of here. My head is spinning. Incredible Indian pottery. These guys are here in Utah. They have a lot on display. Once you start making, you can't stop. They just showed me how to get the fine line in here. Really small carving lines. The hair in here. Look at these incredible pots. Wow. From the traditional to the modern. Look at these like layered slabs to make that pot. More ceramics than you would see in a lifetime. It's a lemon holder.
I have a waterproof breathable membrane that
All
covers
these
my body.
stores. Look at these things. Giant pot that is as tall as I am. Crazy. Look at all these. Oh, I love the tiger. Rocket ship. Laser guns and robots. It can be made. These fun things. Wow. Super fun stuff. Nice stuff. Necklace clowns. This girl has YouTubes online, and I even tried to make one of her pots. Like this one over here, but much simpler. Those are incredible porcelain. Jennifer McCready. So many cool things. Got a cool style. Dogs. Bigfoot. Ooh, a big sculpture. A lady. I thought that this artist should be making the coral reef over there. And I thought this teapot looked pretty interesting. Here we got some crazy art sculptures. Check these out. Ceramic. Riding the goats. Funny guy. Bananas. Oh, look at these clay. That's interesting. There's some funny geometric sculptures here. Check this out. Lighted one behind it. Little sculptures. It's a table. cool. And then look at these holders. Steam Works probably. They're all different. They all have a cup in them. Hold your pencils and tools. Look at this thing. Weird.
I think we have time to reveal. Should I reveal one more?
Back to the main conference room for another lecture. Another speaker.
I do have a question though. Would you guys reveal this, or would you keep it like this? Look at that. What are you gonna do? You're gonna keep it?
It's like all burnt. Do you keep it?
So
Or
let's
throw it
do it
away?
like this. So I'm gonna say, you're gonna say keep, or you're gonna say reveal, right? If you would like for me to keep it, what about if you would like for me to reveal it?
Everybody wants him to reveal it, which means to what? Break it open.
Would you at least keep it for a little while? So, all right, we revealed this one.
Okay, it's 3:30 and now off to another lecture on how to make cooking utensils with ceramics, like pots and pans and rice bowls, cooking rice bowls. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. So I'm hoping they explain how to make that clay or where to get it, because that's what I'm looking for. All right. Sadly, I misjudged the time, and this cool lecture was just ending, and so I missed out on all that cool information about cooking pottery. I do my own research, but a lot of people were interested, and it was one of the few that was packed full. Well, that was disappointing. They just finished when we got there, so I didn't get much information about cooking vessels. Head back to the main grand ballroom, and we'll watch how to fix cracks and broken pots and fix problems with pots that you don't want to throw away, but you want to try to fix them. So let's see what kind of ideas they've got back at the grand ballroom, and then we're out. Here we are, back at the main stage. Let's learn how to fix ceramics.
And I made large-scale figurative work and lots of multiples. Okay, I think being a sculptor, you just get used to knowing how to explore different materials too, outside of clay. Things happen, you use glue, okay? So why are glues and fills so important? For me, it's not just about repairing work, post-fire work. Like, for instance, adding mixed media, or setting up a work post-fire, after it's been fired, so that you can install and assemble other things into the work when you get to a gallery and you're doing assembling. Does that make sense? Also, glues and fills and adhesives and all this good stuff can be used for making backings on a wall piece. Okay? There's this whole world, I feel like, of post-fire work that can be done, that products, you're gonna look at that just like you would look at a commercial glaze. You would read the label, right? Did I do it? This is my big fear, doing a demo and having nothing work, right? It's just glue though. Okay. So as you can see, probably, I broke a lot of pieces before I came here and repaired some and thinking
All right, friends, that's it for one last day at the Utah Ceramic Conference. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's see. All right, friends, that's it at the Salt Lake National Ceramic Conference. Hope you enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. A bit overwhelming with all the cool ceramics there. Latest.